Hello everyone. Today we're looking at once again another silver problem, and there's two reasons for this. First of all, I think this is honestly like a silver problem that's worth looking at, and second of all, because we're running out of time. So yeah, we have a grid and we're trying to find two things. First of all, what is the singular continuous region of the same ID that has the largest area, and two, what is the singular largest continuous region that has two IDs by any so like you can pick any two IDs and what is the largest continuous region that only contains these two IDs, and it has to contain both. It can't just contain one. What's the largest region of that size? So yeah, and then we have a 1000 by 1000 grid, I believe. No, 250 by 250 grid. Okay, doesn't really matter, and the IDs are in range 10 to the 6. You can pause the video first and think about it yourself. Okay, so basically, when I did this back in January 9th, I believe, or 7th, this was honestly just a completely random solution that I came up with, and I thought the time complexity was like no guarantee and nothing, but somehow it turned out to be the official solutions idea as well that I just unconsciously came up with. Basically, what I first did with was like, since you can't like iterate through every pair of ID, I guess we would just iterate through every pair that's adjacent to each other in some grids, and then I realized that like you can probably just have one very thin line with like a bunch of other IDs next to this, and that's going to be too much work. So I decided to shrink the components into blocks with a size, and even though I didn't realize it, it was basically making a graph. So I shrinked every single component, every single region into a singular node, and all the adjacent other regions were connected to it by an edge. So I basically just made a whole graph, and I ran the thing on the graph, and that's basically the official solutions idea. And there is a time complexity guarantee to this, unlike what I thought at first. So two steps. Step one, we DFS1, find the largest singular region. And then step two, we DFS2, and then basically we just find for every pair that's adjacent in some area, we go through every single color, we go through all of it that's adjacent to it, make sure this one hasn't been visited before by the same color, mark it as visited, do the work, and then see if it's the maximum answer. Honestly, pretty straightforward, and probably wasn't worth making a video out of, but we're running out of time, so yeah. Anyways, so the key idea about this problem is to shrink every region into a singular node and not do what I did last year, which was consider it as skipping this middle point and only visiting the outer points, because that's not what it turned out to be. It turned out to just be shrinking it into a node, which would also be much easier to implement if you think about it that way, even though back then I also didn't have any bugs, maybe like 2 compile errors, but that's pretty impressive for this lengthy of a code. And the idea was not straightforward at all, and I still had no bugs. So yeah, or's me, but I can't do that anymore. Okay, thanks for watching and see you tomorrow. Oh, and also finally some actual grind today. I know I didn't make a video yesterday, and I only grinded for like 3, maybe 4 hours yesterday. The day before was only like 5 hours and way below expectation. Today, however, is Christmas Eve. Well, I mean, it's Christmas Day now, but it was Christmas Eve. And last year, Christmas Eve, I created my record of 10.5 hours of grinding, and I decided I had to break that record. So, as of right now, I've grinded for 10 hours and 47 minutes, 43 seconds, 44 seconds, 45 seconds. So, I beat my record by at least 17 minutes now, even though for most of the time I kind of just had a timer running while zoning out or doing other stuff in front of my computer, maybe for like an hour or something. So technically, I think like by actual problem doing time, I still didn't do as much as last year. And I was just kind of okay. So I think there's ups and downs to grinding like this. First of all, I definitely with today I finally saw the potential of grinding 10 hours a day again, like I did last year. Like literally, I did so much today. I don't even remember what I did in the morning, but I know I did problems and I did stuff, and it just feels like such a long time ago. I can't believe I did all this in one day. So let's see. We have in the morning I did some PBDS template, and then we have and then mock the contest, and then I solved the problem that I couldn't solve in the contest, and then now I'm working on the second solution that I decided to leave to tomorrow, and like yeah, a bunch of stuff, and I can definitely do more if I wasn't zoning out. So I just kind of have to get back into the flow of being able to sit in front of the computer and concentrate for 10.5 hours a day, because obviously I wasn't able to today because I zoned out and did other stuff for like a good chunk of the time. But anyways, yeah, on paper it still looks really good because I'm about to hit an hour and 50 minutes, which is pretty good for a one-day grind. Anyways, yeah, so if I can actually keep this up just looking at how much I can do in one day, this is more than enough time for me to get a platinum level by the first contest, let alone the second and third. So yeah, going great, and I'll see you tomorrow.